Good morning, everyone. As you can see, I'm outside. It's not that warm. I'm just really enthusiastic. So today in our challenge group, we are talking about trying new things, different things. And a lot of times when people make a nutrition change, they really are not ready to try new vegetables or trying new ways of preparing things. And it's a really scary thing to go from a high salt, high fat, fried diet to a healthy, more whole version. I'm going to move this back a little bit. Oh yeah, here's my dogs. There we go. Okay. So that can feel really scary to people. And that's because your taste buds are so, they've changed so much to only want those types of food. And you have to change your palate, and eventually it does. But at first, your body and your mind is going to resist this change big time. But the problem is you're not going to be successful if you continue to have those things in your diet. Now, at first, you might be like, yeah, but I'm losing weight and I'm still eating fried food and I'm still going to my favorite fast food place. That's great. But you're looking for a lifestyle that you can do for the rest of your life. And what happens is, say you weigh 350 pounds, you need 5,500 calories a day just to keep your body at the size it is. So when you make a couple changes, you're going to see weight loss. But then what happens is you get down to, say, 300 pounds or 250 pounds. And then all of a sudden you're like, I'm not losing weight. This has been working for me. Well, what's happened is your food intake and what you've been doing insofar as exercise has met what's going in is what's going out. So you have to make a change. And this is where people kind of start to yo-yo, is they make these changes that aren't sustainable. So either your bad habits start to sneak back in, or you get to that like plateau. You've done the work necessary to get you to the weight that you're at, but now it's time to do more work. So because this is such a long process of making change, my suggestion to you is, whether you're just starting out or whether you're in that kind of cycle of like, okay, I need to make change, but I'm not really, start experimenting with food. The worst thing that's going to happen, vegetables aren't that expensive. So the worst thing that's going to happen, you're going to prepare a meal and you're going to be like, oh my God, I hated it. Like hated it. Unless your body is saying like, whoa, gag reflex, hate it. Don't count it out. You don't need to cover things in salt. Spices can do amazing, incredible things. The way you prepare things, like I threw just a head of broccoli in the air fryer. It was so delicious. Throw a little bit of cheese on there. It's like a pizza. Throw a little bit of like pizza sauce and cheese on there and it tastes like a pizza. It is crazy and wild the things that you can do with food. And there are people who have dedicated their entire lives to discovering healthier foods. And those are the people that I love to follow on like Instagram, and if I'm stuck in the scroll. And I'm not a big scroller, but every once in a while I do kind of get trapped in the scroll, and most of my content is nutrition based and or teaching based and I'm constantly screenshotting recipes and things I want to try. For me, my recipes are all pretty similar. They follow the 2B mindset, and the way that I prepare them, it's changed a little bit recently because my mom got us an air fryer and I just enjoy the air fryer so much. I've shared a few recipes with you guys, but it really has opened up a new way of preparing my food. And a lot of people, you get stuck in the habit. It is so hard to change things, and you're already trying to change when I exercise and getting rid of the junk food and all that stuff. But learning what your body needs to get down to a healthy weight is hard work, and you just have to accept that this is hard. And if you know it's going to be hard and you're not looking for some quick solution that's instantaneous, you're going to be ready. It's like you don't just wake up one morning and run a marathon. You prepare and you plan. And when you're running the marathon, it's hard. And then when you're done the marathon, you don't just jump on the couch. Charlie, I need my space here. Can you push over? Like you're such a big boy. Okay, lay here. There. Okay, I can handle that. Ugh, there we go. No, he's got to like push up against me. Such a monster doggy. All right. It's hard work. it is a very long journey, and it lasts the rest of your life. And some people are like, well, why would I want to do that? Well, you want to do that so that you can live longer, so that you can set an example if you have families, so that you can wow people with amazing recipes that you've come up with. You can wow yourself, whether it's just internal joy and happiness or the reflection in the mirror, whatever you're looking for. These are the things that we work for. These are the things that we want. And your health, there's nothing more important than your health. You cannot buy more years. You can't. The only way you can get more years in your life is to take care of yourself now. So imagine being 60 years old and finding out that you have an obesity-related terminal illness. And, you know, I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they were identifying obesity as a terminal illness. It is an illness that will kill you early. It's like having cancer, and people don't treat it that way. You know, if you walked into a doctor's office and they were like, you have cancer, do this, 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 and this, you would take it really seriously. You would do what that doctor said. Well, listen, you have obesity. Some of us have morbid obesity. And honestly, it's a death sentence. It's an early death sentence. And you could be missing out on your grandchildren. You could be missing out on your own children. Like, I look at myself in my morbidly obese body from, you know, I don't even know how many years ago now because the journey's been so long. But let's say I look at my teenage body. I was 250 pounds and I'm only 5'4". So that's a lot of body weight. That's a lot of body fat. And I was carrying that around. I had all kinds of medical conditions related to my obesity. And in fact, I've had to have life-saving operations because my obesity and my food choices destroyed my bowel, gave me bowel disease, gave me polycystic ovarian syndrome, which I had to take fertility to even have children. One fertility doctor looked at me and he was like, you are way too big. I will not consider doing fertility with you until you lose weight. And I was devastated. I was in my early 20s when that happened. Okay, Charlie, quit trying to lick my face. I hate it. Just sit nice. He's like, oh, there he goes. The other dog barked at a shadow or something. Anyway, I have kidney disease, probably because of my obesity, although they did say like, kind of probably born with it. But all of these things related to obesity, and the treatment plan is exercise and eating well. If you treat obesity as a disease that could kill you and is killing you, you might take it more seriously. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what you need to hear. I don't remember what I heard to finally break that like defense mechanism that was around me and my weight. But I am just a regular person, and I did it, and I did it naturally, and it was a lot of hard work. I made a lot of mistakes, no regrettable choices, because I'm really happy and I live my life with a lot of joy. But my body still carries those symptoms from my obesity. I still have the disease. I still have the addiction. I still have the consequences, but I have way more life. I have a higher quality of life. I can't imagine where I would be today if I was still 100 pounds overweight. What kind of repercussions would I be living? What kind of health issues would I have right now? And that's the scary part. And I want to be serious with you guys. And I want to make these bold and upsetting statements like comparing obesity to cancer. The outcome is the same. You die, right? And like, you die sooner, and you don't have a high quality of life because your body is fighting this disease of keeping you on the couch, making you feel humiliated about your appearance. And I know that feeling. I'm not saying you should feel that way, but I know that some of you feel that way. You don't want to go out. You avoid certain public places because you're embarrassed of how you look. And the only person who can change it is you. You're the only person. And the best way to change it is naturally and slowly, and do the hard frickin' work. It is such hard work, and I get that. And the hardest work is up here, dealing with the underlying psychological issues that has you addicted to food. Addiction comes from somewhere, and you have to figure that out. It's Wellness Wednesday, and like, I get intense. Like, I can feel that my body is intense. Like, you have to tell these people the right thing. Oh no, that's a symbol from friends. I don't know if you know what it means, but I'm definitely not saying that to you. It's not a very nice. Chandler does that to Joey. I don't know what they're doing. He's like, in a mean way. I'm not saying that to you. I'm like trying to emphasize a point because I'm passionate about this and I know how much it's changed my life. I know how hard it was, but I'm living the outcome of having done the work. And I know how worth it is. It's so worth it to dig in and really put the work in, because I could not live the life I have today had I not started this journey of becoming healthier and healing that relationship with food. I'll always identify it as an addiction because I still have trouble with food today, but I'm able to balance that with exercise and making up for the poor choices with more healthy choices, as many healthy choices possible. But it isn't easy, and you need help and you need community, and that's why I'm here, and that's why Rosology is here, and we all just work together to see each other succeed. That is the whole point. Okay, I love you guys. I have to go get ready for my day job. I wish my day job was just like sitting here on my patio talking to you guys and answering your messages and chatting, but alas, I have 4 children and they all love expensive sports and stuff, so I have to go to my day job, which I also love, so that's exciting too. Please put the work in. Please start a plan of any kind. I have shared so many free ones that are just available on the internet. There's also the Beachbody resources. There's also Shackley resources. Send me a message if you need help getting started. And you know what? Don't be embarrassed. Don't miss out on another thing because you don't want to say, hey, I need some free resources. I don't care. I get excited regardless. What excites me is that there's one more person in the world that I can help, having gone through the journey that I've gone through. It makes it all worth it. I want to inspire people. That's why I'm here. And I want to do that without labels or monetization attached to it. I love you guys. And I really hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. Take care. I'm going to go warm up inside because it is not warm out here.